Jeff also is hoping that you can talk a little bit more about how Iowa has been important to your development. Can you expound upon that a little bit?
Sure. I mean, it's actually pretty simple. So I did my undergrad in community and regional planning. That was my degree. But in my third year, I became more serious about ceramics. I took my first class sophomore year. By my fourth year, I decided that I would do a fifth year so that I could complete minors in ceramics and religious studies. And so that fifth year was really the year when I was like, I started growing dreads. I got a nose ring. I used to wear like Sunday school clothes every day. And then I was like, in like overalls every day. I just become a different creature. I became a clay wonk. And there was a guy named Mark Nystrom. I would go to Mark's place and help him fire his kiln and hear about all these stories. And I just wanted to be near the kilns all the time. I was raccooning all the time. And so I think Iowa State for me those were the early years. But I always reflect on this moment when Ingrid took her graduate students to Los Angeles and invited me to come to this LA trip for the first time and stay in this area, the brewery. And it was my first time being with artists. And I was a junior in undergrad. And this moment really changed my life. I was like, oh, this is a lifestyle. These people are cool. They wear cowboy boots. They eat weird. They're vegans. What's a vegan? And it was like so much information for a city boy who actually I had a pretty narrow understanding of the world. And I think Ingrid's willingness as a teacher to teach beyond ceramics was very, very important to me. So I think in that sense, Iowa was important. And then, I came back a decade later to do a second master's. And I was thinking about, again, it was an interdisciplinary degree, religion, urban planning, sculpture. And I was thinking about monument making and the ways in which buildings could function as monuments. And ultimately, that became my practice, kind of thinking about abandoned buildings as a bad monument and kind of making those bad monuments good.